Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're talking about 90 through to 81 for the top 2,750 plus board games of all time. Now, in this particular set of 10, I've owned all of them apart from one, which we'll talk about in a moment. But first up, one game I do own, which is Caesar. Check out my video for Caesar. This is a two-player only game, somewhat abstract strategy, but it is another game by Paolo Mori. Other games by Paolo Mori you can find on the channel, including on this list. And yes, this is a threshold game, my favourite threshold games. Blitzkrieg I've already talked about. If I haven't, check out the video for the next one coming for this one. And yeah, this is by Floodgate Games, PSC initially published it. Check my Floodgate Games playlist, my two-player playlist, etc. Also how to set up play and review, obviously. The next one is a 4X game. It's my favourite 4X games. This is War of Civilizations. This is a game from India. I think it's called Blue Encore. Check out my video for that. Not presently here, it's actually set up on a different table elsewhere outside the property. And I think you should check out my video for that one because, like I said, if you want 4X games, which isn't too long, isn't too rules intense, I think you might like it over games such as Twilight Imperium. If I'm speaking too fast, as always, you can always slow the video down. Next up, we've got Power Grid or Power Grid Deluxe. I've kind of merged them two together because I do like the components in Power Grid Deluxe. However, I find some of the pieces can roll from memory. So that was the issue I've had. And one of two games I've never presently owned. But do check out my Rio Grande playlist because there's a number of videos on the channel which are really good, which I think almost supersede Power Grid as well. So next up is that last game I've never owned, and that's Mosaic. I very much enjoyed Mosaic. It's kind of a Civ buildy style of game, very much enjoyable. Only played it as a 3, only played it once. I think it's by Forbidden Games, but yeah, very keen to play that again some more and other games by them too. So in 86, we've got a solo only game. Check out my solo playthrough playlist. This is Legacy of You by Garfield Games. Played many of their games. This I think was only designed by Shem Phillips's co-designer Sam Phillips, S.J. McDonald, also known as Sam, and it's illustrated by Sam too. So highly enjoyed that one. I think it's actually illustrated by Sam's brother, in fact, who has liked and collaborated with me on a post on Instagram, which is my most viewed posts. And I've also got Meeple stickers, which is by Meeple stickers, so check out all my stuff to do with them as well, which again, you can find in my accessories playlist. But again, Instagram's got some beautiful images and nobody else I'm aware of has posted anything involving their stickers too. Next up, I've got a rare edition here, or the first edition as well, for Far Away. So this is a game which is for 2 to 6 players, and this is a game by Catch Up Games over in France. Rare edition because I've got the Emerald Green or Emerald Isle, Forgotten Isle, and yes, the standard edition now is only red, but we've got the rare green edition. Very happy to get this, and I haven't played actually much the last year or so. Yes, it's staying in the collection. Check out my sleeving playlist because I have sleeved up too. Okay, next up we have got a big family of games, you might say, but I'm just talking about one here, and that's Undaunted, in particular Stalingrad. Check out my legacy sets of games as well for this one. Another two-player only game involving cards, a deck building game, very much in deck building games too, and it has I guess kind of a tug of war feel to it as well, whereby somebody's playing as the Soviets and someone's playing as the Germans. Okay, next up we've got a game which I've been talking about other games recently about them. This is Silex. So this is Silex's game called Amalfi Renaissance, the newer version of Amalfi. You can check behind me, I've reorganized these shelves a little bit. And as you can see over here, we've got Canal, which is also by Silex. And at the moment, it's I think my third most played Uwe Rosenberg game. Check out my playlist, Uwe Rosenberg. Yes, I do have lots of playlists. Hopefully they're all of interest. Let me know what you find is best and what else you'd be interested in too. But yes, Canal is a 1 to 2 player game. Amalfi Renaissance is 1 to 4 player game. 2 to 4 player game. No, it is 1 to 4, sorry. And it's 90 to 120 minutes, ages 14 plus. A lovely game, which is a worker placement style game. You're placing out a resource or gaining that resource and benefiting it again by moving out a ship until eventually you run out of turns. Yeah, lovely components, lovely Dux quality, like Canal, a big box kind of version, rejigged, rebalanced as well. So next up, we've got a deluxe edition again. I guess another deluxe edition. This is the Kickstarter deluxe edition of Kavango, which is a very actually popular video on the channel, the original one. But yeah, this is the deluxe edition. And yes, I think you'd find this one very much interesting if you like games such as tableau builders, in particular things like Wingspan or the likes of games such as Everdell, that kind of stuff. So I think it's very nice. It's a very big board. It's still big like the original prototype was as well. But I'm keen to hear your thoughts on Kavango as well. But lastly, rounding off 81, again, like, subscribe, hit notification bell to check out that next set of 10, which will be 80 through to 71. This is a game that is on the channel. It's by Spieler. Check out their playlist. It's got the most, I think, videos by a publisher. And this is called Game It Over. So this is a murder mystery set at a board game convention. And there's lots of different conventions that you can see in terms of Easter eggs. Lots of different publishers, which are not called the publishers, but something very similar in name. You can definitely recognize at least 5 to 10 of them. I played this at a convention. Took years to try and get this to get round playing. You need a large player count, people interested, and committing to 2 to 3 hours of playtime. But very enjoyable, especially playing it at a convention as well, and I recommend checking it out. I don't think there's a reprint of it, but do check out and try and find it. It's not expensive, under sort of £20. So in any market, I'd say if you're in the Eurozone or if you're in America or something like that, I think 20, whatever it is your currency, you should be able to find it. So there we go, more videos to talk to you about soon. Hopefully you found something of interest. Thanks very much for watching, but for now, speak to you again on our next one, and enjoy the games for now. Back to the table.